It's time now for Countywide, a special presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting News. Join News Director Paul David as he talks with our community's leaders, newsmakers, and people in the know. You'll hear about the hot topics that affect all our lives in Yavapai County. And now, here's today's Countywide.
Welcome to Countywide. I'm Paul David. As always, it is great to have you in studio today. We've got two guests with Yavapai College. We've got Yavapai College Campus Police Lieutenant Tyron Payne. Welcome to the studio for the first time. Great to see you. And Student Development Associate Dean Diana Dowling. Welcome to studio.
Thank you.
We're going to kind of try to talk about a bunch of different things, but it's pretty much what it's like to be a campus police officer, the Clery Act, and then Justice and Mental Health Coalition as well. So we're going to try to squeeze that into 20 minutes. We're going to start with Tyron. What I want to know is, give us kind of an example of what the difference is, because you mentioned before the show you were Prescott Valley Police Officer?
Yes, sir.
Chino Valley Police Officer?
Yes, sir.
And now you're with Yavapai College Police Department. What's it like going from, you mentioned a municipal law enforcement agency, to a college police?
As far as I'm concerned, the difference is very community-based policing in higher education. You have to know how to talk to people. Obviously, on both ends, you have to know how to talk to people, but I find myself more so doing a lot more communication now in higher education than I did as a municipal police officer. So I think the community-based policing part is very important. I have got to be very approachable at all times. Whether I'm having a good day or a bad day, I've got to present that you can talk to me.
Sure, makes sense.
With staff, faculty, and the students. Whereas as a municipal police officer, I could kind of have a bad day and kind of maybe keep to myself. I don't have that option in my current environment. I have got to be approachable. So that's a huge difference. The community-based policing aspect of policing in higher education is huge. A lot greater than when I was a municipal police officer.
Now, how many officers make up the Prescott? I keep saying Prescott, but Yavapai College Police Department. How many officers?
We have 6 full-time sworn police officers. That's including the chief of police. We have 4 reserve police officers. We have 2 full-time campus safety officers. Roughly 8 part-time campus safety officers. They're security guards. They're unarmed. And then we just started in our ambassador program, which we have 6 ambassadors from our OLLI program. So. That's pretty cool.
Oh, ambassadors, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, is that something the public can sign up to join on and get involved with?
Yes, we are. Yeah, the chief of police is very open to our ambassador program and having people from the public sign up to work for our police department as an ambassador, yes.
Okay, so you see that in a lot of police agencies. The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office has that.
Yes,
I know Camp Verde Marshal's office has. I think everybody has that with law enforcement agencies where they've got members of the public that come in and volunteer their time to do certain types of jobs. Of course, not going out and arresting people, but different kinds of work at the station. You got quite a few campuses, right? That you got to patrol. How many?
6 total.
6.
6.
Okay, and how do you handle 6 different? Well, granted, some of them aren't as big as Yavapai College campus in Prescott and the one here in Clarkdale.
Mm-hmm. True. So we kind of split the obligations between both sides of the mountain. So we have officers that are stationed at the Prescott campus, which they will patrol the Chino Valley campus, C-Tech, and the Prescott campus. And then on this side, we have our Clarkdale campus, which is Camp Verde Camp College or Center, I'm sorry. And they will patrol the Sedona Center and the campus that sits within the city of Clarkdale.
Gotcha.
So we kind of split the duties.
You busy?
Yes.
Are you busy? What kind of stuff? Because you think of a college campus, right? You don't think there's too much going on a college campus, but what kind of things do you run into daily, weekly, monthly?
I think we can share this one a little bit, but just like every other university or institution around the nation, you've got young adults that are away from home maybe for the first time in their lives, and now they're enjoying the college experience. So we at the Prescott campus, we do have resident halls. So we do have students that live on campus, 250 students roughly.
Around 215, yeah.
215 that live on campus. So yeah, what comes with that is what we deal with. You've got poor choices being made. They are young, and they're learning. So just like any other university or college around.
They're young people. They're testing the waters, aren't they?
Right.
A little bit.
Right? Yeah. How far can we go with this? And and that sort of stuff going on. So I understand you don't want to get into too much detail about it, but yeah, okay.
Well, and it's also an open access campus. So community, of course, is welcome on there, and then the things that happen potentially when you open it up to anybody coming in, transients coming in as well. We have a library that we want people to be using. So.
I didn't think about that either, but yeah, I could walk onto the Yavapai College campus anytime I want to. Do I have to come in and get like a visitor badge or anything? I just come on and I can use the facilities, huh?
You sure can.
Well, that's pretty nice. I didn't know you could do that.
Absolutely.
We're a community college, so we're open to the community.
Fitness
We're there
center,
to be used
pool,
by the community.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a good point. Community college.
So it's
Community, yeah.
it's a little city within itself. So
Right.
any
Definitely
kind of
is.
issues that you would have.
Okay. Clery Act. This is something I've never talked about on the show before and don't know too much about what the college has to do in regards to the Clery Act. Can you kind of fill us in on that?
Yeah, of course. Yes,
Okay.
I can. So a little history on Clery Act. 1986, Jean Clery was murdered in her dorm room at Lee University in Pennsylvania. So in 1990, the act was signed, and basically what it mandated was for colleges and universities to report their crime stats on an annual basis to the Department of Education. Failure to do so could result in high fines. What happened at Lee University was after Jean was unfortunately murdered, because one of the doors was propped open and the murderer was able to gain access to the building, the family sued the institution and was awarded $2 million. And in their lawsuit, they filed that, you know what, if this institution didn't hide that they have actual crime occurring here, this possibly could have been avoided. So the Department of Education, DOE, now mandates since 1990 that universities and institutions around the nation have got to report by October 1st their crime stats.
Okay. And it's not just the college. You guys actually have to look outside of the college for how big is the radius that you actually have to encompass around a campus?
Unlike some universities, like I say, we are a community college. We Yavapai Community College, so we've got campuses in pretty much every jurisdiction. Sedona, Camp Verde, Clarkdale, Prescott, Chino Valley. So every year we send out a letter to these agencies asking if they've had any incidents you need to be aware of that we can report to the DOE. So we have to pretty much send a letter out to pretty much every agency in Yavapai County, including the state police.
Sure.
Asking for information regarding criminal activity.
Okay, and they get compiled in with your stats and then sent out, and then the Department of Education's happy with that, I would imagine. Then.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And you as a parent can then go look at those statistics.
Okay.
You know, when you're researching colleges to say, how safe really is this college?
Okay.
Because it is posted. So it's
Yavapai
public
College.
knowledge.
Yavapai College is a safe college, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I don't hear anything crime-wise, pretty much coming out of the college. It seems to be running pretty smoothly, I would say.
And we are lucky that we have sworn police officers.
Sure.
Because there are a lot of campuses that actually don't.
Okay.
That's correct.
We got to take a break in a minute. One of the other thing is that I've noticed that there's got to be a lot of training between the college police department and then the neighboring agencies as well, because if there's an active shooter or something like that happens on campus, you all have to spring into action, and of course other agencies have to come and help. So how often do you guys train for stuff like that?
We try annually to do training with on both sides of the mountain, with not just police departments, but with fire as well. All first responders. It's now been transitioned from active shooter to active killing, because people are dying not just by guns anymore. They're using knives, cars, whatever they can get their hands on. So we try annually to do training with other agencies to stay prepared and to be proactive for something that is gripping our nation, which is the active killing going on. So yeah, we actually are about to start this Saturday coming up with Prescott PD doing some active killing training. So we're really appreciative of the partnerships that we've built with other agencies.
I like that word, proactive.
Yeah.
I like that word, proactive. That's the way it's got to be. All right, we're going to take our first break. Yavapai College Campus Police Lieutenant Tyron Payne in studio, also Student Development Associate Dean Diana Dowling. Stick around, Countywide, back in just a couple minutes.
Start your journey toward better health with Ageless Touches Massage Therapy. Licensed massage therapist Richard Stevens uses the latest and best equipment to relieve scar tissue, electronic smog, and tinnitus. Ageless Touches does everything they can to work your issues down to the bone. Improve your path to better health with Ageless Touches Massage.
Award-winning Soundbites Grill is an entertainment restaurant located in Uptown Sedona at the Hyatt Pinion Point Resort. Open for lunch and dinner, featuring fresh fish, all-natural hand-cut beef, even a full vegan menu. Family-friendly, open 11:30 to 9, late dining on Friday and Saturday. Soundbites Grill has some of the best views of the Sedona Red Rocks. Offers world-class entertainment, food, fun, and music.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to Countywide. We're sitting down with Yavapai College Campus Police Lieutenant Tyron Payne and Student Development Associate Dean Diane Dowling. All right, so that covers the college, the police. But the other issue we wanted to get into for the second half of the show was the Justice and Mental Health Coalition. We've done a lot of shows about mental health and getting rid of the stigma of mental health and just the word crazy and stuff like that and trying to get it removed. Mm-hmm. So what's the college doing in terms of this? Because you were mentioning, Diana, at the beginning of the show that kids today that are coming to college, there's a lot of anxiety, depression, that word came up, and there's challenges that they're facing as they come to college.
Right, so we've put together around 5 years ago what we call a CARE team, and it's a behavior intervention team, and really it's campus-wide. And so when anybody, it could be faculty, staff, it could be other students, are seeing a concern with students, other students, then they report it to the CARE team. Then we reach out to the student so that we can get them resources. And we are seeing more and more, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, students with anxiety disorder, just feeling really overwhelmed. And then, you know, a lot of times if they're away from home the first time, that's overwhelming in itself. Mm-hmm. So we're there to support them. And there's more serious things that we deal with as well.
Okay, how's that go for the law enforcement? Because you got to be trained on this. I know that's a big thing right now, is training law enforcement in mental health, because you encounter these people when you encounter them that are having some kind of a mental health breakdown or a situation going on.
That's correct. As you mentioned, the Yavapai County Justice and Health Coalition is really focused towards trying to build a healthier community through partnerships and collaboration. So part of the mandate is to push out for mental health first aid response, not just to police officers, but for our institution to get our staff and faculty 100% trained as mental health first aid responders, so that we can help our students, staff, and faculties that may be in crisis or suffering from mental illness. So we were 100% certified, but we've hired some new people now, so I'm hoping by 2020 we'll be 100% certified again. And then the push is to get the entire institution 100% certified mental health first aid responders.
That's new to the job.
Yes.
This is all new to the job, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because you've been law enforcement for how long now?
26 years, but 15 years as a civilian police officer.
Okay, so what is this like for you? Because when you were trained and you first became a law enforcement officer, mental health wasn't even probably discussed much, was it? Again,
the stigma around mental illness. So not really. You had some training in the academy, but that pretty much was it. So to see this coming around full circle now, and to see that we're actually getting this training, I think it's going to make law enforcement officers more capable of doing their jobs, more efficient. They'll be a resource to those who are suffering, and it's just going to help. It's going to be very helpful to law enforcement. Plus, and I hope in doing this also is to try to get people from police officers just have that option of taking someone to jail. You know, maybe this person might need an additional resource. Maybe they might need to be in counseling for drug addiction. Maybe they need a next step other than just going to jail, which is going to save the taxpayers money if we can get people to stop going to jail and maybe get them in the right direction where they need to be going.
What's that training like? It's got to be pretty. It's hard, I think, to make, like me, going in for mental health training. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know what it is I'm looking at when I see something coming at me and being able to. You can't diagnose.
No.
Yeah.
You know, the best way to explain it is like going through a CPR and first aid class.
Okay.
It's just like that.
Is it kind of a one-size-fits-all? It's like, okay, this person's obviously in mental distress. There's something going on other than whatever crime has occurred here.
Yes,
and
well,
we're not
obviously
diagnosing either.
No, we're not.
I mean, I think that's important to say is they're not diagnosing, but we're responding in the right way and really going and getting the students or staff or whoever it is the resources that they really need. And
That's correct.
Partnering with people around in the community.
That's correct.
And agencies in the community.
That's really above and beyond, because normally it would be, well, okay, you've done something wrong, and as you mentioned just a second ago, you're under arrest, I book you into jail, I'm done with that. You know,
but you haven't fixed the problem.
The word recidivism comes up,
Yes, it does.
and now this person has done whatever they did that's maybe not a felony or something that's going to hold them in jail for any period of time.
That's correct.
They get out, they come back, we get another situation where this happens again, back
maybe
in.
more seriously, right.
Right, and we've done shows about that on Countywide as well, about the recidivism and how we're trying to get the recidivism to just not be there.
That's correct.
So this is down that road.
And the Justice and Mental Health Coalition is all over trying to fix that, trying through collaboration with other agencies to fix that problem. Because, you've got the person in jail, but they're still suffering from mental illness. They still have a drug addiction. So unless you fix that and get them the help they need, they're just going to come right back, and which is going to cost taxpayers even more money. So if we can try to fix that piece, maybe they won't come back to jail. It won't be a revolving door. And with our student staff and faculty, in the 8-hour block that we teach on mental health first aid response, is to give you tools to recognize signs and symptoms of crisis or mental illness, and also to give you resources. Who can I call? Okay, so again, CPR and first aid, I've got this person back. Do I stand here and now do surgery? No, I call for an ambulance. So that's what you do next. You call for it, you get them to psychiatrists and psychologists, and you get them to counseling. So that's what the mental health first aid is all about.
That is above and beyond, isn't it?
Yeah,
and we have teamed up with our campus with Spectrum and Teros, and they do mobile crisis counseling, and they will come to us on the spot.
They've been a huge help.
And help the students.
And there's got to be an open door policy at a college as well for the students. If they're having any kind of, just if there's any students watching or listening too, if there's anything going on, to go out and find help. It's not that you're failing.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
No, it's good to go out and
It's
and
all
get the help
about
you need.
success,
Right.
and removing that stigma around mental illness. It should not be a crime to suffer from mental illness.
Yeah.
You shouldn't think that I'm going to fail. So Yavapai College, we really try to emphasize that. Let us help you. Let us help you succeed. We can maybe get you the help you need to succeed, because you may be suffering from anxiety or severe depression. Let us help you with that.
Wouldn't that be nice, huh?
Yeah.
You know, that this poor person's going through all this. They come and run into you, Tyron, and you're like, well, you know what? Maybe if we could do this, and this might help. And if it does, voila. Right?
Great.
Yeah. All right, let's take another break. Yavapai College Campus Police Lieutenant Tyron Payne in studio today, and Student Development Associate Dean Diana Dowling. Stick around, Countywide back in just a couple minutes.
Feng Shui artistry, the oldest form of development planning, today known as the art of placement. For 26 years, master Feng Shui educator, practitioner, artist, and author Caroline Patrick Bournet has used ancient rules of environmental, physical, and spiritual harmony to support clients' health, knowledge, creativity, and success. In mapping your home, you'll understand yourself. Better living is the gift of a lifetime. Change your life one room at a time. Schedule your Home Therapy 101 consultation today.
Show your customers how much they matter to you. Follow up with a real card in just 60 seconds with Send Out Cards. Send out cards makes it easy for busy professionals to leave a memorable impression. Stay in touch with a simple one-step process from your phone or computer to their mailbox. Call Judy today at 928-202-2557. That's 928-202-2557.
Been hearing about the crazy benefits of CBD? Find out how CBD can help you at Sedona's #1 resource, CBD Sedona. Come in for a free consultation and let our trained medical staff help you find the perfect product for you. Pain-relieving salves, full-spectrum oils, honeys, teas, cookies, and even CBD for pets. Ready to feel fantastic? Come on by CBD Sedona today.
Metaphysics. What does it mean? It's a branch of philosophy, literally beyond the science of matter. Sedona's University of Metaphysics studies the ultimate nature of existence, reality, and experience. Join 14,000 graduates in over 120 countries, helping others in counseling, coaching, ministry, and much more. The University of Metaphysics is here to serve the best in you so you can serve the best in others. universityofmetaphysics.com.
Welcome back to Countywide. We've got just a few minutes left of the program. A couple of things coming up, right? We've got something on the 25th and 26th at Yavapai College?
Yes, we do. The assist training will be at Yavapai College on September 25th and 26th, 2-day training in regards to suicide awareness. So that's going to be, I think, great training.
Is this for public?
Yes, through Nancy Gardner.
Okay.
Through the Sheriff's Department.
Yep.
She's the point of contact for that. I believe it is open to the public, but you have to go through her to register.
Okay.
And I don't know how many seats are left in the class. So.
Okay.
They were going fast.
They were going real fast.
They were going, yeah. They have them on a regular basis, so everybody should know that too. I mean, just keep track of what we're talking about in the news, but there are a lot of these mental health classes taking place. I think MatForce has them on a regular basis as well.
Does, absolutely.
So that would be probably a really good resource as well. Go to matforce.org and look at their website because I know they have those on a regular basis. I think the League of Women Voters, Greater Verde Valley, has had some as well. So Barbara Luttrell with that group, she's busy with all kinds of different things, but I know they've had that as well, and they've been here and talking about it on the show as well. So, yeah, it's just the word stigma comes to mind, is to just get rid of that mental health stigma.
Yes.
When you look at somebody who's going through some kind of a mental issue and just saying, well, they're crazy. Yeah. Well, okay, there's probably help for them. There's some kind of a balance that has to be reached, and probably help them out. We've seen it here. I've told you before the show that Cottonwood PD and Spectrum and then the county attorney's office as well as the jails now have really got a good system going on where they've been helping some of the homeless folks out, and recidivism is hopefully going down. It'd be nice to see that happen in the next few years for sure.
Yes.
So anything else going on at Yavapai College? October 5th, you got some training going on as well, but that's not really for the public, is it?
It's a school safety training conference, October 15th and Wednesday, October 16th, 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Yeah, 1100 East Sheldon Street, Building 19, Room 147 in Prescott, Arizona. So, yeah, this should be a pretty good conference. It's about school safety. So, yeah, I just want to put that out there.
That's a different thing too. School safety. We still have like a minute and a half to go. School safety and the shootings and things like that. I mean, and you mentioned, Tyron, during the show that it's not just shootings.
No. Knife
incidents, the car incidents. It's got to be crazy to try to prepare for something like that. I don't know if I can handle that.
No, it is. It's hard. I think since 2007, which was a Virginia Tech shooting, we've had 320 deaths in the last 12 years related to universities and higher education. So we're not even going into high schools. We're just dealing with higher education. 320 deaths, or 320 people shot. Out of that, I think 122 were actually killed. So yeah, the violence is increasing.
What the heck happened out there? Something changed.
Something did change.
Something changed. The world changed, didn't it?
The world did change. Yes, yes.
All right.
Yes, it did.
Anything from you? Anything else you need to get out there? So if you need help, get the help.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say don't be afraid to reach out, because that's what we want to do. We want to help. We want to get you connected to the resources.
Yeah. All right, Diana. Very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank
Tyron.
Thank you.
Good to meet you as well. If you guys need something, just let us know. All right. It's that easy. All right. That's today's Countywide. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and we will talk to you again next time.